I made one mistake flipping replica products that almost got my account wiped. And if you're selling replicas or clones, you need to listen to this before it happens to you. Now, I decided that I was going to list my clones on my personal eBay, and I relisted them, but I wanted to list them again as far as a new listing instead of hitting relist, right? Now, obviously, I have eBay automation. I have clients that have it as well, where we list, ship, and provide products, but my assistants that are working on other people's eBays didn't do it for me, so I decided I'm just going to do it myself. Now, here's the thing. When you go to the sold tab and you find a product that is just like yours and you try to relist it, I'm sure you guys already know, when you try to relist it, everything comes over except for the pictures, really. Like the brand comes over, the connectivity comes over, all of those fields are actually selected, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm listening and I'm not really paying attention. I'm driving at this time. I'm paying attention, but I'm not really, looking in depth. And I get some pictures. Now, the post that, I saw was actually a stock picture, and then it had some other pictures behind it. I'm just testing, looking for some new pictures and stuff. So I'm like, all right, cool. So when I did this, okay, I didn't realize that it had all of the information, and I changed the title, of course. I changed the description and the price and everything. But I didn't realize that it actually had lightning, and it had the brand was Apple. Now, I do want to make this very clear. This is while I was driving. This is on my phone, not on my laptop. I'm used to doing it on my laptop. But I'm sure a lot of people come across this. And this is why I'm filming this video, because I did not realize that it's harder on mobile. So like, to all of my people out there that are looking to list on their mobile devices, sometimes you can miss certain areas and you gotta double back, because eBay tried to suspend my account. Now, of course, I have assistants that use the appeal strategy that I shared with you guys before. And if you don't know about my appeal strategy, I show you and give you a whole bunch of appeal documents that you can literally just email to eBay every time they try to suspend you, and they'll unsuspend you. That is on Hustlertaughtme.com. That website is where I teach you how to make extra money. I teach you how to resell, I teach you how to phone flip, and I give you tools to actually 10x your business that way. So this is a problem, because a lot of people don't have laptops and they are doing it on their phones, and they're not able to see every section as we would be on the computers. So it's very important that you don't leave the brand that they have, okay, if you are hitting that sell now button. And it's very important that you change the connectivity. It's very important that you do this. Now, when it comes to the photo, when you're listing clones, make sure you don't have any Apple logo, and also make sure that your main picture is not going to be a stock one. Okay, I didn't slide it up to main picture. I didn't slide the regular picture to main. It just was on a stock one, and it ended up just pulling up as a stock photo. And this all happened within maybe an hour. And I set myself up for success. And I thought. And when I hit publish, it was published. I did some promotion as well. I think on the general promotion tab, I probably hit 5. So it was already going. But then I started getting those emails. So those emails that I got were saying, hey, we are suspending you because we have a copyright claim, da-da-da-da. Now, I gave it to my assistants. They handled it, and I got free. But one thing I want to make this very clear in the description, I don't want you guys to put anything with AirPods in it, okay? Unless you're saying this is not AirPod Maxes, these are just wireless headphones. That's what I put. Don't put AirPod 101 replicas. Don't put replicas. Don't put anything like that in the description. That is going to hurt you. Never ever put brand names, okay? Never put brand names, because when you put brand names, you're putting your post in the eBay Vero system to be flagged. Don't want to do that, okay? Very, very important. Very. Next thing, no stock photos as the main image. Now, I do sometimes, but not on clones, put stock images for pictures like the battery pack, the wire MagSafe charger, RGB cable, you already know. Like, I put those as regular pictures that are on crispy white backgrounds. But with the clones, you want to make sure that you're listing them with the clones out of the box, and no Apple logo. That's really important. It's really important because if you put the wrong picture, not only could you get flagged, but you could turn the customer away, because those type of pictures don't entice the customer to believing that they're real, right? Like, you want the customer to trust you, and you want the customer to actually look at you as somebody that is selling a product. Now, you're going to get questions. And what I like to tell customers when they ask, is this real? Please inspect what you expect with the bio, the description. In my description, I have everything needed for you to be able to see exactly what this is. I do see a lot of my automation clients actually respond differently. Usually they'll say, hey, no, these are not real maxes, but they have everything functionality wise that the real ones do. The reason you don't want to actually do that is because when you are answering people's messages, let's say they open up an eBay case and they're like, hey, eBay, these are fake. And then eBay says, can you please submit proof? They literally only got to screenshot your messages and then show that you're knowingly listing something that you're trying to insinuate acts like the maxes. Now, again, remember in the description, we're not saying these are not AirPod Maxes, but they act like AirPod Maxes. You know what I'm saying? No, we say these are not AirPod Maxes. These are wireless over-the-air headphones. That's it. Then bullet points will explain what they do. You don't act as if it acts like the regular Maxes. And the reason is because when we start comparing products again, we start creating stories in the customer's heads for them to be able to put towards us and backfire. And that's the last thing that we want, right? We want customers to be able to be happy, but we also want customers to know what they're getting. And we also want customers to be able to accept that what they're buying is a knockoff, not the real thing. Prime example, if I go to Walmart and I see a Samsung TV, but then I see an On TV brand, I know On, that's Walmart's brand. I know I'm going to get similar quality, but it's not going to be Samsung. Because if it was Samsung's quality, it would be Samsung, right? No, it's On. It's still going to work. It's still going to do what it says, but Samsung probably has a little bit better technology in it. That's the same exact thing. Like, I want you guys to understand that we're not trying to create a false expectation for the customer. We're trying to let the customer know that this is the Maxes and this is us. We're still here. We are still willing and able to provide the service or provide the products that you need. You just have to understand what we are providing. It's just wireless over-the-air headphones. This avoids returns and issues. Next is pricing. You want to make sure pricing is realistic. You don't want to overprice. When you overprice, customers get mad when it doesn't fulfill their expectation. Hence why when I first say you start your eBay, to start with a low ticket item. Because when you start with low ticket items, you are getting reviews from customers that don't have high expectations. They are just happy to get what they get. You know what I mean? And we want to make sure that we're giving them something to be happy with, because that ultimately is one of the main reasons that we do list on eBay, is to make the customers happy and, of course, make our pockets bigger and fatter, right? So, again, guys, these are mistakes that I've made. And what I do now, guys, is, one, I list my AirPod Maxes for around $50 to $90. I list my AirPod Gen 2s for $30 to $70 range. I make sure that I have my regular pictures with the product out, no logo. I also make sure when it comes to description, I say these are not AirPod Gen 2s. These are in-the-ear wireless headphones. These are not over-the-air headphones. These are not AirPod Maxes. These are over-the-air headphones. Like, I make sure I let them know what it is. I also make sure that I am pricing realistically. This all together combined avoids that flagging or us being put in that Vero system, so that we can continue to list and continue to grow and profit. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, if you're somebody out there that's looking to sell clones or looking to get clones, we ship our clones within 2 days. It is at wesply.com. We have clone AirPod Gen 2s. We have clone AirPod Maxes. The clone Gen 2s cost $14. The clone AirPod Maxes cost you $26. Yes, $26. So you have way more than enough room for you to be able to make profit. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe. And I will see you guys at the top because it's way too crowded at the bottom.